Knock, knock. REN'S back. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Willie Knox Hill. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, I have been looking forward to this. Apologies for the delay. I had a huge sold-out show down in Bristol. Birthday show with the homie Victus. I've been enjoying the weekend since then, but it's time to dive back into the world of REN. The beginning of Vincent's tale, Sunflowers. But before I go any further, listen, speaking of shows, if you want to come see me and the homie Victus for our last UK show of the summer, come visit us in London. It is going down. I'll put the links down below so you can grab your tickets. We're also coming to Berlin in Germany 2 days later. And then in September, we are coming to the US. We got Denver on deck. We got Washington, D.C. So if you want to come see us live, it's a great night of independent music, of just, incredible vibes. The shows have been amazing so far. I'm sure you'll see some people who have been at it in the comment sections. They'll tell you. So if you want to get your tickets, if you want to come out and see us live and support, I'll put links down below. But anyways, know what we're here for. Ronald, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Come on.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, you little minx. You never mentioned this. Screech is still alive?
Tragic
That's a hell of an Easter egg.
scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old
Teenage girl stabbed and then shot by the officer, right?
girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition.
Obviously, Jenny is dead, but Screech is still alive. That's a huge reveal to start this. Okay.
After a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down.
Wow.
In London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Okay.
Blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Yes. Ooh. Oh, yes.
Oh, what a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines planted.
What a shot. I love the fluidity of this, right? This just a different way to sort of have this connection of this one take essence, even though in a sense we're changing framing, we're changing shots, we're changing focus, but still the camera keeps flowing back and forth. And I got the pleasure of meeting Vincent Van Gogh on Vincent's Tale 2. So I've not heard this song. I didn't know what the setup was. Here's the setup, and here's where we go. And I tell you what, you talk about sunflowers. You talk about Vincent Van Gogh. This is Vincent's Tale, right? So the sunflowers, famous paintings by Vincent Van Gogh of sunflowers in a vase. So Vincent's getting blazed here, but what's happening? Off to the side, it's beautiful, but it's tragic at the same time because while he's about to light one up, there's the irony, and you could just see in the shot, you see how this is teased, the way this is all set up with the lighting. I love this. Like the shadows and the darkness consuming most of this, and just enough light from the TV source to light up Vincent. But then you just see that bright red off in the corner, and then we know what that bright red becomes. But that's his famous painting right there, isn't it? Right? The sunflowers in a vase. I can only imagine that because they're burnt to a crisp right now, but those are crispy sunflowers on the side being burnt in a vase as well. And Vincent did destroy some of his art. The tales of Vincent burning some of his works, or some of his works catching fire, being destroyed in World War II. Here it all is coming around full circle. Let's go back and appreciate some of the lyricism now too.
Skies do not rain. It's a story
He's rolling up a nice one.
I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness.
On the ground for critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer.
Love these little bell chimes, right? Because the news that's being delivered right here is tragic, right? It's a tragic story of Jenny and of Screech. It's a Greek tragedy in a sense, but for me, you just have like these little bells that are almost like this innocence, this lightness, which shouldn't exist during, the depth of what's being delivered here.
Over to reporters on the ground for more.
He's a twisted fuck, isn't he?
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers wilt when the skies do not rain.
The sunflowers wilt when the skies do not rain. And I take that metaphorically too. Like the art withers up when you don't have those brainstorms, when you don't have those kick in.
It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes we all.
Great line right there. A moment of madness inside of the woes. Just love that illustrated.
Of madness inside of the woes we all fall down.
And then the brass, as the brass kicks, brass, fall, brass, down, brass. Just that little emphasis.
In London town.
And then he goes in time with it right there in London town. Obviously, everything's revolved around London town with his Tales series.
Fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. War rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
War rains down, blindingly loud. And this almost like, Latino brass kind of kicks in for me. It just gives a different rhythm and frequency to it all. Beautiful, like dramatic orchestral hits in the back as well. My man sauces the production. I'm telling you, man, one of the most underappreciated things about what Ren is capable of is his ability as a producer. What is that? Is that like the... I don't know if that's a bunny or a dog. I haven't figured that out yet. Like the bunny, like we're going into the rabbit hole, but you just see it outlined right there. And I think it's very fitting, the white noise of the TV.
Terrible scene.
That feels a little like... just a little nod, like a tip of the cap to like dystopian realities and like controlling us through the white noise, right? Being brainwashed by the TV.
What a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines planting seeds where the grass.
Here lie the corpses of corporate machines. And he talks about the war and all this. Yeah, again, this feels very fitting for like a Huxley, for an Orwellian world.
Of corporate machines
but also alluding to our world as it is and echoing through that, the machines and the system and the corporate machine. And that is the war that we experience nowadays. Like I take it as, the war within our own minds and all of that. And the sunflowers and our expression of our art and our inner beauty. And that battle that we fight, but then also the war of the external that goes on every day. This war of corporate machines and narratives and who's in control.
Here lie the corpses.
That's a beautiful shot too, man. That's a beautiful shot. Look at this. I don't know who did the camera work on this. I'm gonna have to go message. I think Sam was on this one too. Sam's a beast, bro. I love working with Sam. Yeah, look at that. Man, perfectly. Right there, the vase in the background, that's on fire. And just got that smoke cloud and that smoke puff right there in it. Look at that. That's beautifully planned and executed.
The corpses of corporate machines planting seeds where the grass never grows. But the grass, it stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down.
Planting seeds where the grass never grows. As technology and advancement, as we move further and further away from nature, I take it as. But then he plays off of the saying, like, the grass is always greener on the other side, but the grass is greener in this case, in places unknown. Some nice lyricism to this.
Fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. War rains down.
Man, he hits some of these notes. I want to hear a Ren rock album.
Loud, never surrender.
Another really, really dope shot. And there he now is. What does he have written on his tattooed on him? Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. Devil's in the details. Joe! What up, Joe? Brigitte. Little classic nostalgia. Moment of clarity. Oh, that's a prison. That was a prison. I know that. I know those shots. A little bit of a teaser as well for what's to come. I'll tell you what's really dope about this, right? Obviously, like, I love how we go, like, changing the channel. And then as we flash through, like, sort of different scenes, maybe he's looking back and has this reflection, or maybe he has just associative identity disorder, just multiple personalities with the different looks. And sort of like, he just looks like that simple facial expression right there. It's almost blank. It's almost boredom, but there's also, like, this being fed up sentiment. Love that classic MTV t-shirt too. Yeah, there's more going on there behind the eyes, isn't there? Just some of the looks that he gives to the camera, like the deadpan looks to it. And notice how things just get more sinister. It feels like a Stephen King horror film here. It's kind of more distant. It's just that noise, whatever's going on in the mix right there. Very sinister. He has just like whispering, and I love how he has super pans on the whispers, just like off to the side. Like, you know, someone leaning over your shoulder, whispering into your ear. It's like the devil on your shoulder almost. And what's really dope too is, for me, the transition. He uses the piano throughout this track, but this piano is kind of like, it helps him build. It's beautiful. I like how he uses it. And then coming out of this, you have this really bouncy synth. That dramatic hit, I hear like this clock ticking, tick, tick, right? Does a good job panning out on different sides. And then I hear like a dark Vincent off to the side. Dramatic string build. And this piano here that starts to attempt to break through to the surface. This piano, it's so amazing how you can take a sound as beautiful as a piano to me. That's normally sad, emotional, melancholic. And then you turn it dark. And then you turn it sinister, and you feel it just with this angst. And that's what it does here for me. All of Our Lives on a Screen, that was apt. Wonder if it's the same person or if it's different people represented. Or just him just going through it all. Hear it get just darker, more anxiety driven. Clock starts to picking up now. Pace is building, increasing. Rising, rising, rising. Quicker cuts, quicker cuts. And then just the dropout. Just put my paint on the tab, please. Heard that snap of the pool table again. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, that's a setup. That's a setup, that's a tease. I love the huge reveal of Screech at the beginning. Then I love this tease at the end. Hook you in, but also don't let you go and tease what's to come, and the play off of Vincent van Gogh and Sunflowers. And yeah, some interesting messages already in the lyricism. And I'm looking forward to what's next. And yeah, stay tuned because I might have something special in store for that as well as we go on this journey. Vincent's Tale, the prologue. Ren, you are Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, we're here at the end. Obviously, enjoying the content. Do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really does go a long way. I love you guys. Sorry, I was a little bit late on this, but obviously, I was away with the homie Victus. We had our big show down in Bristol. It's been my birthday this past weekend. I'm honestly still recovering. You know, I need a little bit of a recharge, but I thought we got to get to this. I got to jump on this. I don't want to let this go too far out in front of me. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I'll catch you again soon.